Let's start with the historical context. And I will show you the slide that was created back in 2019. And here are the slides. Back then, we had two main challenges. The first challenge was better customization, and the second challenge was technical value growth. If we talk about better customization, we have seen the following disposition. We have the following experience that, say, a company, potential customer, say, keeps developing in-house annotation tools for some number of years. And then there is an intersection. This customer will either switch to enterprise solution, say to our enterprise solution, or they will keep going with their in-house tools. And the thing was that the only condition of switching is when company is actually sure that their current and future tasks are solvable within the platform or within the solution that they buy. And another challenge was technical value growth. On the axis, so we have time axis here and also technical value axis, which actually you can think of that as number of different tasks that particular software can address. And we feel that we experienced some kind of logarithmic growth because software becomes more and more complex and it's harder and harder to add more features. But we need a way to turn this around and to actually grow exponentially. And that slide that was created back then was actually about how we go from left-hand side to the right-hand side, from the left-hand chart to right-hand chart. So the two challenges are outlined, and there are two possible strategies that we as a company could follow. And the first strategy is extensive strategy, namely work harder. So it looks like that. We had back then different categories of users with the feature requests that they generated. And dev team was on fire. Dev team tried to implement these feature requests, and it was just too many feature requests for the dev team to implement. And actually it's hard to grow in this kind of settings. Strategy number two is about creating an ecosystem. So it essentially means work smarter. We have the same slide here, so the same categories of users. But this time, if we introduce Supervisely apps, the platform might be customized for the requests that these groups of users might have. And in this case, dev team is happy because dev team can focus on the core functionality, and the number of feature requests that dev team have to deal with is reduced dramatically. And there is no need to add more and more complexity to the labeling interfaces because specialized labeling interfaces might be here on the app level. So, and back then we thought that an app should be just a combination of HTML fragment and Python script. And the most logic, the most functionality is on the Python side. And actually it's still the same today. So let's go back to the present, having in mind this historical context.